Live from Las Vegas.
Live from Atlanta, Georgia.
Live from the Bear Cave in Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Rock Hill, South Carolina. Gentlemen, how we doing?
Good. Been busy today.
Same here. Same here.
I'm like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. I tell you what, it's been busy as hell for me.
So you've been hopping. So you
Yeah. Just trying to keep everything in motion, you know what I mean? And then my stove blows up. Boop. The igniter. I said, you dirty.
it did it again?
Yeah. So now they just see what I mean with this phone. I mean, I don't care. All day long, this thing don't go off. As soon as I press that camera, everybody in the world wants to talk to me.
Hey, my dogs do the same thing. They don't want nothing to do with me until I turn the camera on. Then they're like, "Hey, we want to go out. Hey, pet us."
The whole crux of this, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get everybody on board here. I'm just backstage, just explaining my purpose for this. We have been.
Hey, Lashes. Hey, Jonesy.
We have been talking about keto, how to do this, how to do that. I said in that little video, I'm going to blow this thing wide open. Okay, I'm going to bring other people in. I want to bring barbecue people. I'm going to bring people who are not keto. Okay, and just open it up a little bit more, the pros and cons, and just keep on going. But here's the thing: our good friend and our producer, okay, the grilling dude, okay, the dude, okay,
he's in the chat.
Hey, dude, what's up, brother?
Yeah. Well, we got Bat 13. We got Steven and Jacqueline. He's in the chat.
Cool.
So, and we got, of course, we have Mouse Toes too's here, and we have the lovely Miss Marie.
And Lashes is here also.
Yes.
Mouse Toes, hello. How you doing?
And Jonesy, of course. I think I said his name too.
Yeah. So. Yes, you did. Okay.
Howdy, y'all.
Howdy.
Here's what I'm trying to do. I was trying to upload Dude's thumbnail to sort of show everybody that on Friday nights, on Dude's the grilling dude, he does a live cook. Last week we did, and this whole month we're doing poppers. Okay, never-ending poppers. Okay, it was a success as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
Lee and Dude cooked. Now Dude's going back again Friday night and going to open this back up again. So it got me thinking. So we're pretty well incorporated as far as friends and watch each other's stuff going back and forth.
Right.
So we do have people up, okay, and we sort of talk about. I'm going to open it up a little bit more. What do you guys think about?
I'm good with it.
Either doing setting people up to come in and do a live cook, or even bringing them over on Friday night because a lot of people still work. So I don't know if this time frame that we have here is okay for everybody, but if not, I mean, we can alter that a little bit, or we can schedule a live cook on a weekend.
Well, I think if we're doing, the dude's going to be in with it, and he's hosting, and then we're hosting, so we could even have somebody on his channel and then somebody different on Wednesdays.
Right.
Or bring them all together on Friday night.
Well, if you have 4 kitchens going on at one time, that's a lot to keep up with.
Hey, they keep it to a 3-ring circus for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you're doing the 2 cameras per one person, that's a lot. That's a lot of moving parts.
That's a lot.
That
is a lot.
Just suggestions. I mean, I'm just sort of how to work it out.
I think 2 people, like what with Lee and Dude last Friday, 2 people cooking live and alternating the cameras between them. I think that was perfect.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it worked. That worked out fine. But like I said, it got my wheels thinking that you don't have to be keto to eat what we eat.
No.
You know what I mean?
No. Say if Stephen wants in next week and so does Marie, just as examples, then one goes on Dude's Friday and one goes on Wednesday on ours.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah, we can we can work it out, but I just want to throw that out there to everybody that because we say, it's the Keto Show, Tom, Mike, and Lee. Okay, it doesn't have to be sugar free or anything else like
Right.
that.
Right.
Just want to get people involved with cooking. That's my biggest thing.
Hey, it's your Kool-Aid. Make it how you want.
Yeah, exactly.
And you and I, we said from the start, Tom, that what we cook, you can make it work for any diet.
You can put a potato in it. You can
Exactly.
do it.
Exactly.
My new phrase to Marie is, "I'll kiss you later. I'm eating a potato," but we don't go. But I had so much fun the other night with Mike with that and you, Lee, that got my wheels thinking. I don't want to keep this as far as I don't know, just strict. You're going to be keto to be here. No, absolutely not.
Oh no.
We have Johnny Small Pepper outdoors with Big Matt.
Big Matt, what's up, brother? How you been, Johnny?
Where'd it go? It keeps popping up. Twin Acres, Twin Brook Acres, Twin Brook.
Yeah.
It would be just cook it how you eat. I know some guys that do barbecue that they eat one way, but then when I'm cooking for somebody else, I cook it another.
Right. Mm-hmm. We have Ron's Keto Cafe, and we also have Frugal Mama in here.
Howdy, everybody.
Okay. I just went large screen. It's not working. All right. So I think that's something we can talk about. I also want to say this Friday night, Friday the 13th, happens to be my lucky day. Okay. We'd like to have everybody go over to watch, the Grilling Dude. I believe it is 6:00 Mountain Time, I believe. And
right. He's moving in an hour. It was
so like 8:00 Eastern time.
Right.
Yeah.
You're in my time, Lee, 8:00.
Yeah.
So he's normally 9:00 our time and 6:00 or 7:00 his time, but he's changing it, moving it forward.
So his
forward.
His whole what he's doing is he's trying to take out of the month, okay, come up with something to come up, and it's poppers, jalapeno poppers.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Small Pepper, this is right up your alley here, buddy.
Yes, sir.
But I mean, just to make different ways people make them and stuff like that. So if you want to be involved in that, hashtag Never Ending Poppers, put a video up, and it'll come by us and dude. And
if you want to be in a live cook, message the Grilling Dude or Tom.
Yep.
Message one of those guys about, hey, I want to be a part of your live cook, and we'll fit you in. We're wide open.
Yep. We've got Black Iowa, Alan's Awesome Keto World, Niners.
Black Iowa, that's a good dude to get in on a live.
Yes, sir. I fully agree with you.
I do believe right now, Black Iowa, I believe we're gonna hijack you.
All these guys, man, all these guys would be great to get in there.
Yeah.
Black Iowa, if y'all haven't checked out his channel, do so, because he does some great stuff, and he's a funny dude. I love his antics that he has on there. You gotta try him out.
Wow. Yes. Somebody made an eggplant. That sounds good.
We got 9 Acres Gaming.
That's Alan Williamson, eggplant cutlets.
Yeah.
Cutlets. Oh, yeah.
That sounds kind of good.
Yeah.
Let's see.
When live cooking show going Friday night's not good for me. Ron, if you wanted to get on a Wednesday,
we can work it out.
Yeah, we will. Instead of us chatting, we'll have you cooking on one screen and somebody else on the other, and we'll go from there.
Yep.
Yep.
There's Charlie. Charlie's here.
What's going on, Charlie? What's going on, everybody?
That's Cooking Secrets for Men, folks.
Yep.
You want to see somebody that can flat cook, and that man knows his way around a kitchen. That is Charlie.
So Ron says that would work. Ron, you and Tom work it out, and Mike and I will go along for the ride.
Yeah. There you go.
Tom's driving, we're riding.
There you go.
We'll
I better put the Chianti down then.
We'll walk everybody through what y'all are doing and ask you questions.
So Marie, you now have a job. You have to get Tom to clear up his schedule.
Yep.
I'm going to go back and catch up where we are here.
And we got Marcel from Little Fish in the Kitchen.
Okay.
Fairness of Beef. Wow. Good to see all of y'all.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
glad everybody popped in, and
Keto
this is
Simple,
what I'm talking
hello.
about. I mean,
Hey, Keto Simple. Hey, how you doing, Dustin?
this is what I'm talking about. Trying to get everybody involved in it because it's just not one way. It's just not. You can't be here because of, you know.
So let's plan doing a live cook Wednesday next week.
Okay.
If Ron can make it, and whoever else, I'm always available.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind doing lives.
I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to keep, nothing extravagant, no competition. This is not no competition.
No.
Okay.
It's just your
No.
version of poppers.
Right.
Yeah. And also, no, don't forget to tune in, with the dude, the grilling dude. That turned out to be really, really, really good. I mean, just a couple of us sitting down and brainstorming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Brought a whole new world together. Brought everybody else together. And also, I gotta. Well, next Wednesday I can't because I have another person scheduled to come up. I promised this guy that that he was going to come up.
Little Fish, happy birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday, Marcel.
Sorry, Tom.
No problem. So we can do that the following week, or we can do
Nothing but love. Our treasured home. All right.
Okay. So let's. You know what? We can work it out. Maybe we can do a double segment.
Yeah. Maybe.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll work it out.
Yep. So the only requirements is we're going to have poppers,
Right.
any kind of poppers, and it has to be an Uncle Steve shake in there.
Yep.
Those are the only two requirements. Yep. The only two requirements, and then you got to be live.
Yeah.
Unless you use the hashtag and just upload a video, hashtag never ending poppers, and boom, boom.
If you can't do the live, we won't burn you.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you want to know how I set up my lives, I just posted a video Monday on how I do my Sunday mornings. So it's pretty simple. We walk through StreamYard. I should have done one on joining this live.
Yeah, and see, that's the other thing I'm going to touch on too. Okay, we're all growing here. Okay.
Yep.
If it wasn't for this community, okay, none of us be anywhere, and that's what keeps me going. As far as Johnny Smallpepper, Matt, Big Man out, outdoors, all these different people. The dude. If I didn't meet the dude through you, Lee, okay, I would probably have given up with this a long time ago.
Same
so
here.
The whole idea is to bring other people out, and we all would like to get more watch hours and stuff like that. I know Mike is looking for more watch hours and stuff like that. So I think the collabs and stuff like that, and now on StreamYard you can send it out to everybody else can benefit from from a live. So I'm thinking, why bring other people up? And I don't look at people how many numbers they have or anything else like that. If you're interested and want to cook, you're here.
Yeah.
Bottom line. Okay. And I know dude feels the same way. So I'm speaking a lot for the dude right now. So
yeah, but he thinks like we do a lot of times. So
yeah.
We share a lot of common interests and a lot of common thoughts on things. So
let's see what we got here. Anything else? So Lee, what's been going on with you now?
So today we had rheumatology appointment and endocrinology.
Okay.
Which basically, the first one, rheumatology, is looking at all the joints and that kind of stuff, making sure the pains that I've been having are not getting worse because of treatments and stuff that so now that I'm post treatments.
Mm-hmm.
And so the aches and pains I've been having are kind of normal. So that was a good visit.
Bless you, Marie.
Bless you. And then we went to endocrinology, which is basically diabetes checkup. The family doctor was wanting to do a whole bunch of stuff because she's in a different network than all my other specialists. So anyway, met with the endo lady, and she's like, "You're an 8.1. That's as an A1C. It's a little high. Your thyroid's high." She's adjusting the thyroid medicine because it's not high enough. And she said that'll change everything else. And she wants me to get walking and doing some exercise.
Lee, does she have a clue that you're doing keto?
She asked what I was doing, and I told her low carb. And even the wife said, when it comes to food, like no rice, no pasta, no white starches. Like, so, where I told her we were doing low carb. And she said, well, fish.
Thanks for coming by, Dustin.
Fish, chicken, and vegetables. And then vegetables, chicken, and fish is what I should be eating.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, where's bacon fit in that?
Yeah.
And that's the problem I have with it, and with that whole thing.
Bacon and beef.
Yeah, and I mean, it's all good. I mean, she's like, you're doing low carb. I can't watch you do it, but we'll see where you're at in 3 months. Just get walking.
Yeah.
Get out there, do a mile a day. Every other day, try to fit in 2 miles a day.
That's a big part of it. Really is.
So, that is something that I've got to get going and get doing. So we'll probably start that tomorrow.
So, Mike, what's on your agenda for the week?
Well, let's see. I am for the week. Let's see. What am I doing this week? I got physical therapy for my hand tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I get to graduate from that and don't have to go back. But been trying to get things organized for my mother-in-law's birthday, and make some videos. That's about it. But I did have an eye doctor appointment to check on. I had a floater in my eye, so it's good. Everything was good with it. He said he was afraid. He wanted to make sure there wasn't going to be a bleeder in there, but there wasn't.
Yeah.
Now, Lee, you go to the endocrinologist for diabetes. I go to the endocrinologist because I have a pituitary tumor, and so it's all related. And I also go to a rheumatologist, but that's for I have psoriatic arthritis, so that's what I go to there for. But there's always something going on in our lives, that's for sure.
Yeah. What I want to also do is I also want to clarify a couple things. Last week, we had a little problem with somebody getting timed out. Okay.
Yeah.
Now it is not brought on by any of us, okay, or anybody who's up on here. We have Nightbot. Nightbot keeps out trolls. Okay.
Yep.
And there's a couple things that I just found out this week what they actually do. All right. If somebody uses a lot of emojis or they type in all capital letters all the time, they get timed out. Okay. So it was a good friend of ours, okay, that got hit with it, and he was a little upset, and I don't blame him. Okay. But in the same token, just be aware of that. Okay. That we have that up there to protect us and you.
Yeah.
From trolls getting in our information and stuff like that. Anyway, so that's that one kicked up.
And I've all of those. I've got the emoji thing turned off, but yet it still did it. So go figure.
Yeah, but no. I checked it. Even if we have it turned off, Nightbot has it.
It's automatic for it.
That's automatic with Nightbot on there. So, and a lot of people don't like Nightbot, but I've never had a problem. Until I have a problem with them, then they're going to be here. So,
yeah.
I got a few things also coming up this week. I'm going back to start playing again. Saturday night's going to be my first night out. Hopefully, not my last. Thursday,
no crowd surfing.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, my crowd don't go wading. They don't. No say.
Yeah. Stay out of the mosh pit.
Yeah, and Thursday I'm starting with another group. We're going to start rehearsals and stuff like that. So I'm going to keep busy with that. But my other interest that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to focus more on this because we all have. I was always skeptical about being that I got monetized and putting up for. I mean, what is it, admin or something like that or whatever. They kept sending me messages about you. You need to put up for membership. I have nothing to offer anybody.
I don't either.
And then I'm still getting these things. So what I did was I put up for 99 cents just to shut up YouTube about the midnight messages I was getting from YouTube. Anyway, long story short is I put it up and then I started thinking about it. You know what? Moving forward, okay, with our channels, with my channel anyway, I'm going to start doing some giveaways. We're going to start making it worthwhile just for people to come in and to watch your stuff. And we're going to work that out. Now, Marie does the olive oil bottles, but Marie, she's got arthritis quite a bit, but I'm working on something else for that. So, well, we have some other things that we're up our sleeves to do. Mike, you have any plans to do anything like that?
I want to practice doing a live.
Don't practice.
A live cook. I want to I want to make sure I'm getting it right. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to record it, what I'm doing in StreamYard, and then broadcast it later and make sure that I've got everything, doing multiple cameras, and see if I've got it down.
Just you see what I do. It's a train wreck every week.
Hey, no. You're just too damn early in the morning.
We just wing it every week, man.
Hey, I noticed this in the video that you did showing what you do. The very first thing you did was pour coffee.
Every morning, man.
Even his other videos, that's what he does.
Yep.
So the sense of this whole thing is that I'm, more bringing more people in, because you know what? The more I think about it, and there again, thanks to Charlie, Cooking Secrets for Men, he brings in community leaders. Okay, and what really impressed me was last week, I think it was last week, he had the president of the Milwaukee Bucks sitting next to him, and they cooked lunch. You know what I mean?
He had the mayor. He had the mayor of Milwaukee in there with him.
So you're bringing these people together, and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I don't know if we're going about it the wrong way, all right? But I don't think so. But the dude woke me up with that. Let's bring it all together, and damn it, we're going to do it. So, like I said, I'm pushing the dude now because it was a great time, okay? And people would have fun, and then afterwards he had the after party. You know what I mean? And not a party like I'm used to, but we sat around and chewed the fat a little bit. You guys had to go to bed because you're on the East Coast.
And you know what? I was still so worked up. I laid in bed after I got everything cleaned up. I laid in bed till about 1:30 in the morning. Had to go to a different room. And still only took about a 2-hour nap before I had to get up and get going.
See right here, nothing but love. Great moderator, great supporter. I'm telling you what, great person. Thank you, sir.
But Mike, my suggestion is just turn it on and go. You got both cameras set up. If you have your laptop pointed at you, so you have your camera from it looking at you, and then your other camera set up, or your phone set up on the side to look down onto your prep, and just have everything ready to go. Have your peppers clean. If you have some already on the cooker before. I was done in 30 minutes because I had that half-hour prep ahead of time.
Oh, the way you did it with you and Dude did it. I'll show the contrast. He went from start to finish.
Appreciate it, Kent.
And had the finished product at the end.
Yep.
And you had some ready where you could show the finished product, but you showed how you made them also.
Yeah.
Where you timed it that way. I love that contrast of things.
That's where you got to know your cook time.
Right.
I know my cook time was going to be 45 minutes to an hour.
Right.
If it takes me 30 minutes to prep and BS, then you guys are going to be, it's a 2-hour show.
Yes.
Yeah. So Lee, what'd you say you had an hour prep the other morning? The other one you did an hour prep. So I mean, if you schedule that early in the morning, that's a lot to get done.
On Sunday mornings, my alarm goes off at 7 in the morning.
Okay.
So
now
I'm up, I'm coffee, then I get my first cup in, then I start moving around. 8 o'clock, I post on Facebook that we're going live and everything. And then after that, it's bang, 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 bang. Finish the prep work, studio setup, and
thank you, Uncle.
Get the StreamYard rolling.
Thanks, Uncle.
All that has to be done. And if things aren't there, then we're running late and I'm a hectic mess.
So
because the wife says she wants to help, but then she'll stand there and look at me and go, "What do you need?" I've been doing this for a year.
Yeah.
You know what we're cooking.
Yeah. So the bottom line is, between you, I watched, and also Mojo. Okay.
Yep.
Mojo also did live cooks, and he had multiple cameras with the switcher, the whole 9 yards. And I don't know if people really caught on with you and that. And I'm saying to myself, this is like me going to work. Okay. Do the prep, talking, keeping it going, one back and forth, back and forth. But for me, it's like riding a bike. Okay. But it's really not that, depending on what you're cooking. Okay. You show no, hello, how you doing? Get the coffee, drink the coffee, and get right into it. Okay. People don't realize that it's a live cook. I mean, that's the way I looked at it at first. Okay. And then I noticed the time and I said, what the hell am I doing up this friggin' early?
But if you watch the replay, it goes just like a show.
It does. Yeah. And that's
it's the idea was take the family aspect, what we do on a whenever the family's together, right? You talk about anything and everything about their weeks, their days, what's going on, family stuff. So you take that Emerald Lagasse style cooking, like show, but you have more family around and you discuss family instead of politics.
Yeah. Bingo.
Yep.
Bingo.
And no matter what, you watched it a year ago, this is where we were a year,
See, I mean, most of the people that watch what we do, okay, are cooks themselves. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to reach out to everybody. I don't care what you or how you do it. Okay. I had a big following with the Crockpot, the Crocktober. Okay. I was still flatlined in bed when that happened with my knee. Okay. So the thing of it is that I reached a lot of people that I would never, ever reach ever.
Yep.
Okay? Yep. And they got an idea because I did skewers. I did skewers in a crock pot. Okay. Something different. Okay. It was up out of the juice. My next one I'm going to do is I'm going to do chicken, crispy chicken in a crock pot. We'll see how that rock and rolls from there. But my point is to get everybody cooking. Hey, Daddy Dutch. Okay. We could do a live cook. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's not difficult. It's not.
Wow, we got some good folks in here.
Yes, sir. So, and that's the point. I don't like to waste anybody's time. Okay, with anything half cocked or whatever. Hey, there's Mike. Hey, Mike. And just open it up to everybody. Okay, the way my lifestyle is much different than what Mike's is. Okay, very much different than Lee's. Okay, but we're all on there for the same thing. Okay, and there again, we can prove that it worked for us. How we got there, totally different.
Yep,
totally different.
Yeah,
so I think that's a good point to make, and anybody that comes up, like I said, with the dude with his Friday night stuff with the poppers, and then November, whatever we're going to do in November. Okay, I'd like to see that move on a little bit further. Maybe we can work it out to where We can have other people come up, schedule other people for their lives to come up. You know what I'm saying? Even throughout the week.
So I was thought crossed my mind for an idea for November. Let's do Thanksgiving sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Not just the bird, but what you make as a side dish. And then if you're low carb, tweak it to low carb. If you're keto, tweak it to keto.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you want a pumpkin pie with, 6 pounds of sugar in it, go ahead. You know, like
go with it.
That could be, whatever. If you haven't smoked a pumpkin pie with cinnamon whiskey in it,
they're very hard to light.
Oh. You would think they are hard to light. But yes, that is
Yeah,
I mean what I was saying, but that's I got thinking about pie.
The whole fact of it is that just us. So let's rock and roll with it. Let's move forward with it.
I love it.
Yep. So we'll come up with a hashtag for next month.
Yep.
Yeah, and we can. Man, I got a lot of things I could because I make certain things during Thanksgiving. Some are keto, some are not. Because I got to, we got some folks that's keto and some that ain't. So
hello, Sana, how you doing?
Maybe Sana or Cindy can figure this one out, but if you can make a pork rind stuffing.
You know what?
Huh.
That sounds like a Ron deal right there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there again, okay? It's I'm going, I don't know. But people that are that do keto that don't have type 2 diabetes, they can eat bread. You can have a little bit here and there. That's not the cutoff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So try to keep it that way. I mean, hell,
you've got my mind working now, Lee.
It was just something it crossed my mind as I was in between appointments today, and I was like, And Tom's Food Factory had mentioned a breakfast popper. So I'm not sure how I'm going to fix that yet. But that got me going, ooh.
That could be interesting.
Now, I don't know. Friday's still up in the air.
Thank you,
whether
Charlotte.
I'm going to be able to help the dude or not. But
well,
I'm thinking that I'm trying to think that one through.
Well, you got to do some traveling on Friday, don't you, Mike?
Yeah, my middle daughter's going on what they call fall break.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So she wants to come home for that week. So we may be traveling Friday night if she can find a hotel.
Okay.
But if not, then we'll leave out Saturday morning early, and it'll be all day Saturday. Trip up, get her, come back.
Yeah. Well, I wish y'all safe travels.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yep. Without a doubt. So let's see, dude. If you can,
howdy, everybody.
I know, dude's making a dip. I think he's making.
Yep. He's gonna make a queso dip, I think.
Yeah. Mr. Mega Fred, what's up, brother? How you doing? Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate you coming in.
Yep.
I hope Nightbot's friendlier to you this week. I promise
exactly.
you it's not. I promise you it's not us doing it.
Keto stuffing from Keto Bread. Oh, Keto Mama's she's got the video with the keto stuffing from Keto Bread.
Okay. Hey, Fred. I'm sorry, Lee. Fred. As a matter of fact, the guy fixed it today. Okay.
Hey, did they off the subject what we're talking about? But I got a question. Did they ever fix the water problem that you had too?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, they did.
They had to drill it up like they said they were going to do.
You know what, Mike? It wasn't on my side. It was on the other side.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's all connected. Yeah. So it's all connected. I had a little sewer problem that just for, from the sinks and stuff, every once in a while it would back up. So right away they come, I call them, and right away they come through. Oh, we got to get a camera here. So they sent cameras throughout all the sewers. And I said, oh, it's, so you gave somebody a colonoscopy, huh? But they got it squared away. So we're back in black again.
Hey,
So
Lee.
Keto Rewind, Mama and Dad.
Yeah, Keto Rewind. She has a channel. She's got a lot of subscribers, and she's in the Northeast like Ron is. And I want to say she's in Massachusetts also.
Okay.
And he knows them and personally, and she's got a good channel. She's got some good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
But
gonna write that down.
But I asked you before we came live, and I'm gonna re-ask it now because we decided to wait and do it on air. Lee, tell the story how you came up with the channel name.
So about 2012, when I first started barbecuing, of course, Pitmasters was out, and I didn't have we just had basic cable, so I had to wait until I was somewhere where I could watch it. And my youngest daughter, she said, well, if we were ever to have a barbecue team, what would it be called? And I've called her Bear Cub since she was a baby. So, we were kind of kicking names around, Barbecue Bear, something like that. And we settled on Smoking Bears, that as a family. And which at the time was just me and the two girls, the two younger girls. Because mom didn't want nothing to do with it, and the oldest one didn't want nothing to do with it. So that's where it came from the youngest one. So we've stuck with that. And when we were looking at doing the channel name, because when we first started, it was the three of us cooking, and we kept it the Smoking Bears, but I had to put the underscores in there because the name was already taken, which makes it harder for me to be search friendly. That makes sense?
Yeah, because I have a hard time getting you anytime.
Yeah.
So
I have a hard time.
I've been kind of kicking around trying to change it up a bit, but I don't know.
Hey.
But if you type in just Smoking Bears, you get some guy smoking weed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, and I don't know if I want to put the dots or something like that. So we went with the underscores, and that seemed to work for Instagram and YouTube at the same time, and TikTok. So, but
I'm going to put somebody on the spot right now, okay? And I think you're all going to agree. Let's see. Yes, I Can Barbecue. You're on the slate. I'm going to be contacting you in the future to come up on panel with us.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great guy. Great.
Greta had emergency surgery.
Last week's guest, Keto Mama Michelle. She's in the house.
Yep, I just seen her.
Thoughts and prayers going out.
Yep. Yeah, safe travels if you have to come to Georgia. She's like me. She's from Georgia. She grew up a little further south, I think, than what I grew up in. But we're both from that Middle Georgia area, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And let's see here. What else we got going on? Yeah, so I mean, I think we were all in agreement. Try to put this together here. And there again, not competition, just bringing everybody a little more together. And,
I look at it like this. We can all learn something from somebody. You can take the worst cook out there, and I do believe that I can learn something from them.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I did this for a living. So, and I'm still learning. Okay. I mean, I see other ideas. Okay. And that blows me away. I mean, just Marcel. I told you the story 100 times, Mike. Marcel, made the cauliflower bread.
Oh yeah, I still got that saved.
Okay,
me too. And I make them.
I was like, what? Yeah, okay, let me try that. Let me do this, and it all comes out good. I have never yet had something that I went yuck with this. You know what I mean? So
You ain't tried the keto biscuits. Tom.
oh Jesus.
Tom.
Boy,
If you try the keto biscuits, now the ones I did that had the cheese in them, they were like the loaded or whatever. The cracked biscuits, those were okay. They were just a little gritty, but they had a lot more flavor than all the other ones I tried.
See that sign hanging up? Biscuits and gravy, folks.
Yeah.
He takes it serious.
Yeah.
He takes it.
his wife don't.
I'm a country boy that loves his biscuits and gravy. And now that I'm trying to not eat starches, it's very, very hard.
If you turn around and you go back and and you go through Lee's library, okay, you got to find the one. I think it was like I started actually tearing up laughing so hard.
I did too. I did too.
Because his wife, she come out and I'll work the cameras and say hello to everybody. Okay, so Lee, what are you making today? He went sausage. She said, "Not biscuits again."
And I was still in post brain surgery. So I was still really out of it. So she was like, cancel the show, whatever. I was like, no, we gotta go. And I'm lost. I'm clueless why I'm doing this stuff. And she's like, what are we making? Biscuits and gravy. Not again.
Oh, that was funny as hell.
Well,
that will make you go, I don't want a keto biscuit ever again. Because it was so gritty and just the almond flour was overpowering.
Yeah. And see there again, that's where I draw the line with that stuff. Okay. It might be okay for some stuff, but it is not that healthy for you. Okay. If you're going to have a biscuit, make a biscuit.
Yeah.
Make a biscuit you know how to make. Okay. And you know what's going to happen the next day, but don't try to modify something to make it something it's not. Now I got a video coming up. Now, I'm Irish, but I love pasta and all Italian food. Okay. And that's sort of my forte. Okay.
Well, Charlie says you're the most Italian Irish man he's ever met.
Hey, usually, Jeff, forget about it. Hey, how you doing? I'm over there. Anyway, our stove breaks. Okay. And I'm in the middle of making a video. I just lost I fought with this one little spaghetti squash. Okay. And I actually had to hit it like I was hitting with a hammer with the knife. That's how hard it was. Okay. I finally get it all cut up. Marie cleans it all out, and I turn up the oven, and I'm talking on, ba, 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 ba. And I open up the oven door, and it's ice cold. So the igniter in my stove went. So I says to Marie, I said, I got to shut everything down. We can't do this. So I don't know. Put it away in the refrigerator.
You got the smoker outside.
I never thought of that, Lee, but here's what happened. Here's what hit me. Microwave it. Put it in a microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? So it was all cut up. Marie puts it in a bowl, puts it in the microwave. This turned out the best spaghetti squash because it was dry. The microwave absolutely dried it out. I got it nice and hot. And guess what? It was delicious. I mean,
I got to remember that.
It was today. I think it was today's video. I think it was.
I hadn't even been in the house long enough today to watch anything on video.
But, I walked in right at just long enough to turn this on, and
yeah, I mean, but I call the microwave. You know what I call it? Sous Chef Mike.
I never use it. I mean, if I'm going to heat something up, 1, 2, 3. It's okay.
I'll use it to melt butter, warm stuff up, things like that. I like using it.
It was the simple solution. I'm like this one. Holy crap. This came out really good. Because usually, if I do it in the oven, it still has a little moisture in it and it like clumps together, stays together.
Right.
This looked just like pasta. But there again, I'm going back on what I said before. If you want pasta, make pasta. Don't substitute nothing. Because
Yeah,
this is the way you get all bent out, everything gets bent out of shape with everybody. I can't have this, can't have that. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Do it, and then get back on the horse again, and then
Amen.
Go from there. I've been on so many horses, I feel like Bonanza.
Man, I keep getting bucked off. And then they drag me.
Yep. DJ's in the house. Hey, DJ, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's all good. I mean, it's trying to teach. I had somebody, and that this opened my eyes too a little bit. I had somebody say to me, "Oh, I tried that keto. It's so hard and this and that." I'm saying, "What are you talking about?" I'm going on my 4th year doing it. Okay. And I feel great, but then I don't want to get too windbagged with them. And then I'm just saying, you don't want to do it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're finding reasons not to.
There's something there that you're trying to turn around and saying, you know what? No, I don't want no part of this. I'm content where I'm at.
So
Simon says Tom Haas about Garvey. He called you Haas. That's funny.
You tend to put limitations and tell yourself you can't.
Yeah.
So, speaking personally, if I say I can't have something or I can't do something, I'm going to do every time I turn around, it's going to be on my mind to do that.
And not to single you out or me or Mike, whatever. Okay. But we have specific reasons why we're doing it.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And what happens is with what we're doing, it's working. It's absolutely working. I mean, I can go outside right now and get hit by the Quest bus, with my blood sample in it and kill me. But,
Oh, and he's not talking about the Quest keto brand. He's talking about the Quest Laboratories.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
muffins with
what have I said? What have I said from day one with this? If keto's hard for you, you made it hard.
Yeah, exactly. I mean that is we had that one on there, and that's well, you know what? I shouldn't say this because I was hard nosed about the whole thing. Okay, if you don't do it this way, you're not doing it right. Blah 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 blah.
Crossover Paranormal Society. Good to see you.
So,
Iowa. I am a Gunsmoke all the way.
Oh yeah.
I have quick story. One of my nephews, he's 6 years old, and we were at my cousin's place and we were swimming, and he kept saying, "We're going to Afternoon Land. We're going to Afternoon Land."
That cracked me up.
And I thought he was talking about the other end of the pool, the deep end. So I was like, "Hey, where's Afternoon Land?" He goes, "It's over there." Well, what do we do? He goes, "It's afternoon all day long." I was like, "Okay, but what do we do in Afternoon Land?" He goes, "We take naps." So the next week, I'm sitting there and I'm like, "Oh, it's about Afternoon Land time." The wife come down for lunch and then she goes back to work. And I just happened to flip through the channels and found out that I had a channel called TV Land. And from noon to 4 is Gunsmoke. So I sit down, I watch Gunsmoke, and then I go take a nap. That is my Afternoon Land.
When you said I watched that one, but then I seen you say Afternoon Land, and you look like you just got up. I can't nap. I can't sleep at night. So,
my daughter said, "Did you fake that?" And I said, "No, I seriously videoed it, put the hat down over my eyes, and took a nap, and then videoed it, opened it up."
Nothing but love says Mike is Festus or Chester, and Gulf Coast Granny says Festus. I'll take it. I'll take it. I know my accent will give it away every time.
The Rifleman, that's another good one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's like when I lived in North Carolina. Me Marie has a green thumb. The only thing she can't grow is $50 bills. But anyway.
Now, little trivia: the rifleman, the
Yep.
star of it, Chuck Connors. How
Yep.
many of you know he
Ball
was
player.
a major league baseball player? Played
Yeah.
for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the old guy up the street, he had a pig farm. I'm sorry, a turkey farm. And great guy the whole bit. But one day, Marie, our water was so bad in the wells. I bought cases of water. Okay. So all gallons of water. So what Marie did was maybe cut all of them. She used the bottoms for planters, and the top she used like a little greenhouse for the seedlings that were coming up out of the ground. So she would go out and put these in. There had to be 50 in a row. Okay. So the old boy comes up, drives up the road, and he says, puts his window down. He went, Tom, what you growing? I couldn't help it. Milk cartons. And I kept walking. He went, talk to you later. Took off down the road. I tell you, we laughed so hard with that. So every time he come around, he says, I'd like to get 6 gallons, please.
Now, I'll throw another. Who can tell me the guy that played Newly on Gunsmoke? First, I want to see the first one that can answer it correctly. Who is the guy that played Newly's daddy in real life?
Don't know. I was out carousing, drinking back then when that was on.
That was on Gunsmoke, Newly.
Mr. Old Man Newly.
No, Newly was he was a regular on it later on in the show.
The blacksmith.
Yeah, he was the blacksmith.
Not the blacksmith, the gunsmith.
Yeah, gunsmith. That's right.
He was the gunsmith.
Yes.
Yep.
But who can tell me who his daddy was or is in real life? Who was his daddy? His daddy was a big Western star. Did tons of movies, tons and tons of movies.
Jesse Arnaz.
You know, it's interesting when you're watching Gunsmoke and you see all these actors who later on went on to do other stuff. Was it the skipper from Gilligan's Island was on one of them?
Yep.
I was like, whoa, check him out.
Yeah.
The guy from Little House on the Prairie. Not Michael Landon, the other guy.
Garvey, his name was.
Played his best friend.
Yeah, his name is Garvey, his last name. On Little House.
You talking about Merlin Olsen, the football player?
No.
The big guy that always wore the flannel shirt with the beard.
That was Merlin Olsen.
Yeah.
No. That wasn't him.
No.
The other guy with the black hair and the beard. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the one.
Crossover Paranormal Society. What part of North Carolina are we at? We just went from Keto
Jonas
to
Grumby.
Westerns.
Yep. That was the skipper's real name, Jonas Grumby.
Chuck Connors was also a basketball player. Okay. We went into ESPN.
Okay, nobody's taking a shot at it, so I'll tell you. The guy that is Newly's daddy in real life, Dub Taylor.
Who the hell is that? Old Man Taylor's son.
Oh, Dub Taylor. He did a ton of stuff. You see him, he's this old crotchety old man and all. He's usually the one that does the cooking on the trail, different things like that. And he's a great character actor and did a ton of westerns.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. A lot of them guys. There's a lot of people on Gunsmoke. You'll see in one episode, they're the bad guy. 3 episodes later, you'll find him as he's a good guy that's, or he's married now and this Indian lady or Native American, whatever. But it's just interesting. You start seeing a lot of people doing multiple roles in the same show.
Not useless, Charlie. Not useless. Insignificant, maybe, but not useless.
Yeah.
Now, here's another trivia question about Bonanza. The guy who played the deputy on Bonanza, who in real life, his son is very famous.
Well,
what is his son's name in real life?
Well, it was Sheriff Coffee. It was Sheriff Coffee. So I would imagine the deputy was T. Deputy T.
But in real life, the deputy sheriff has he has a famous actor son.
Little House actor.
I have no clue. Victor French.
In Simi Valley,
Yeah,
yep. A
the
lot of
actor
old
that-
westerns.
And the actor that played the deputy, I'll tell you his name in real life, Bing Russell. Who is his son?
Yeah. So Michael Landon was in Highway to Heaven. So when I was watching Gunsmoke and this guy came up, he was the partner with Michael Landon in Highway to Heaven. And that was the first thing I thought of. And then it went to Little House on the Prairie. Yeah. Good times. Good times. But anyway, that's my afternoon land story. So if y'all happen to think about it tomorrow, noon to 4 is Gunsmoke, and you can catch a nap in there. So you have lunch, turn it on, get an episode or two in, take a nap, and you'll feel wonderful.
What is the
Mr. French.
channel? What channel does it come on?
TV Land.
TV Land. Okay.
And La La Land. Then he goes into La La Land.
Yep.
Roy Coffee, Sheriff Roy
So
Coffee.
that's what we started calling the my afternoon routines, Afternoon Land. The wife says, "What do you got planned out after you go to Afternoon Land?"
I usually wind up going to happy hour. That's what I'm at.
Now it's going to be walking the dog.
Too funny. Too funny.
Oh yeah.
So what do you guys got coming up for the weekend? I know you're going away, Lee, or you might be going away.
Yep, we'll be going away, but we're Sunday morning. We'll still do our live.
Cool. What do you got
Not
cooking?
sure how we're doing poppers.
Okay.
Imagine that. I don't know what kind yet.
Okay.
So
There's so many. I mean, it's so versatile. I mean, people have to take a take on it so many different ways.
well, like Rusty got kind of like, oh crap. He showed up an hour early. You ain't got time to sit and chat and BS and then 20 minutes think you're going to whip out and be ready to go.
Lee, I seen it, but it was too bad that I didn't see the live end of it. Okay, I caught the replay on it. But if I was there on live, I was going to say, Rusty, you got something in your eye. If he's one of them jalapenos.
Oh, I have been none but love. I have been accused of being full of it so many times.
So
and there is truth in it. Now,
so he didn't put any gloves on the second time when he was actually cleaning them on the show. And them dudes, I bit into a couple of them and they were hot.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't talking about. You talk about not cleaning them. He kind of whipped through it really fast just to show how to do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude.
I think, Mike, one of us got to reach out to BI and set him up to come up on panel.
I agree.
I think he'd be a good fit.
I'll reach him. Yeah, I'll reach out to him.
Okay.
Look for a email from me. Your email, I guess, is posted in there on your about page or something on your channel. I'm sure. Hey,
And
thanks,
if anybody in chat has not checked out Black Iowa's channel, you got to. I tell you what,
yeah.
one of a kind. Let's put it that way. He's one of a kind.
Yes.
Yep. And again, anybody who wants to try their hand at a live cook, reach out to Tom or the grilling dude.
Yeah. And you know what? It's not hard. This is not,
It's what you do on a normal basis, except for your camera's set up looking and watching.
Yeah. I'm not worried about the cooking part on the live cook. I'm worried about the technical part, getting it right. That's what I want to test to make sure that I know what I'm doing on that.
Well,
yeah.
Mike, go over to on StreamYard, hit me up, and I'll watch it.
Well,
we'll go over it. I mean,
and what I'm gonna try to do, I kind of got a plan in my mind, and first time I get a couple of extra minutes, I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna record myself cooking on StreamYard, and then put it on there because that'll be the same as it'll be the same as a live. Yeah. And if that works, I'm good to go.
So what I did was with the dudes, I mean, I had some issues with the mic and stuff like that, but and the camera I have, the two webcams I have, they're still 720. So I mean, the quality was a little off. But what I did was when I put it up on OpenShot to edit it, I did a little bit of editing, but most of it I let go just to see what it looked like. And when I did put it up on YouTube, I put it up on 1080p. So that had some blurry issues and stuff like that. But I mean, make the recording as you're doing it live. If you want to try it that way, watch it, look back for it. But then I press that hot button, man, and just roll with it, because you know what?
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. I want to see the goof ups. I want to see you smash your finger and you're right. No good. You know.
And I can tell you, if you have a plan,
Don't
throw that shit out the window. Throw that shit out the window.
Yeah.
Because whatever can go wrong will go wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you go in there with, let's just roll with it. It may be a dumpster fire, and it may be, what do they call it, viral? You might need a tetanus shot afterwards, but hey.
Yeah. I get bit by the viral bug. And it wasn't what I was looking for.
Anytime you have flames, that's a good thing. People like that.
True. True.
Like when I start up the propane burner outside in the grill, they love it when I put the flames up really high and they go. Yeah.
Well, there it is right there. What the dude's saying. Okay, throw it out the window and just have some fun. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, I watch some of these videos. Okay, over here we're gonna have this over here, and that's not real life. That's not really,
And plus. And plus, if we have two people cooking like we did Friday, if you mess up, chances are nobody's going to see it, because half of them are watching the other guy.
Yeah,
they're going to be bouncing back and forth. So
that's funny, Charlie. That's hilarious.
That's a fact, man. That is a fact.
Yep. And if you're doing something crazy, like, I don't know, live cooking on open flames on charcoal in the garage, and you say, "Don't tell my wife," guaranteed somebody's calling your wife.
In the restaurant,
it happened 10 minutes into it.
Yeah. In the restaurant, we used to hand batter the galamad, but calamari, and drop them in nice and easy, because most of the breading and stuff, we use flour, but most of that would come off. So then we come up with on specials, we had codfish. Okay, so I made a beer batter for the codfish. So what I would do is I would take the fork it into the batter, pick it up, and then lay it into the fire. So I laid it in backwards like this, and like a knucklehead. Okay, been doing this for many years. I put my 2 fingers into the hot oil.
You went dipping.
Yeah, and this is at 5:30, 5:45 at night. Okay, so I looked like I had 2 big bubbles on my hand. I couldn't stop. We had a full house in the place. So mistakes happen. Crap happens.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know how many times I've burnt myself on the show, and my aunts would text me and they'd be like, "Don't you have hot pads?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have them right here, and I have all these barbecue gloves. But what do? Cast iron, hot, got to move it." Whoop.
I had somebody send me a thing for Pampered Chef to get this. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. Pampered Chef.
Hey, you got 2 guys right here that cook in their garage.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was pretty proud of Kent right there, Daddy Dutch. Okay, he had a good year this year with his competitions and stuff. Good job. I'm proud to know you, my friend. He came out pretty good with it.
Well, nobody got the answer for the deputy sheriff's son. Bing Russell played the deputy sheriff, and his son is none other than Kurt Russell.
Yeah, I knew it, but I just want to say no.
Yep, that was his son. That's his son.
Okay, so, well, guys, we're up on an hour. I don't know if we have any more that we want to discuss. So here's the deal. If you can send us either one of us a message that you want to do a live cook. I'm going to cook this thing off. Not this week coming up, okay, but the following week. Let's do it that way, towards the end of the month, and we'll do our poppers keto. Don't have to be keto on here, but also it's got to coincide with the dudes show on Fridays. Okay?
Right.
So,
Yep.
Yeah, I think that'll work out really well. So, all right, let's just run through here real quick. And ain't too much more. So there's no sense windbagging anymore. Besides, I think I'm going to have a Chianti. Ray just looked at me.
Well, hey, if you ain't already drank it, I brought you some.
Yeah, you did. That's what I'm getting at. I don't like nothing to sit too long, Mike.
There you go.
It aged enough. That's why they bottled it.
And once you open it, you can't leave any leftovers because it doesn't like to be lonely.
Yeah, exactly. Say, well, I like the way you guys think. Say that, that's the whole thing right there. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for stopping by. Please join us. Either hit up Mike, Lee, or myself. Mike needs some watch hours, so watch some of his stuff, please. Get Lee on Sundays, okay? Every Sunday. All right, Lee's up there, and he does his stuff. Plus, he does his little talks during the week. And I got to tell you what, I like it because it means a lot to me. It really does. It hits home with some of the stuff on there. So please check us out. And if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. So I want to thank everybody. And thank you, everybody. See you later. See you next week.
Y'all have a great week.
Y'all have a good one. Thanks
Rock
for coming
on.
by. Yes, indeed.